Hi everybody, June here from Red Daisy Crafts. My name is June Leindecker and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. I'm normally here on Sunday to do a live and show alternate projects from Paper Pumpkin. This week I'm traveling and I wanted to drop a little video here for a little project that I did for my trip. So I am going to show you how to make a little treat holder that will contain a couple of tea bags and a little waffle cookie. Okay, so what we have here is a taken from an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. I have trimmed it. This is 8.5 by 2 5/8 right here. Then I have scored it at 2 3/4 and then 3.5 at 6 1/4 and 7 inches. Okay. So I don't know if you can see this any better if I hold it up, but there are the dimensions. You could pause the video and take that to write that down. So I'm just going to set it over here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm going to get my bone folder and we're going to burnish the edges, make them nice and crisp for the folds. And then we will put our project together. It's really quite simple to put together. All right, so it folds up just like this, and you have like a little rectangle shape, and it's all squared off like that. Okay, so then we have a piece of DSP, which I have taken from the Perennial Lavender DSP. And we are going to be using this side that has beautiful leaves in Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon. I think it'll look nice. This fresh freesia color. And we're going to be using the elements from our paper pumpkin to this together. And so I have the die cuts that came in the kit. So I'm pulling that out for us right here. This is the label die cut that we'll be using. And we are going to stamp on this circle also in Fresh Freesia. We're going to get the Fresh Freesia ink pad, and I'm going to use the beautiful floral or leaf element. I wanted to make sure I had that clean. We're going to use this to just add some background to the circle. So I'm going to stamp off once, and then I'm going to come on here. It is in the tone on tone. So we are going to have a very light image onto this cardstock. And I'm just going to do one more, a little bit on the edge over here, and coming in from this angle like so. So I don't know if you can see that very well, but it is very faint. But that is the intention of that. So we are going to put away our Fresh Freesia ink pad and pull out this. I just realized that I need to get a little piece out of my paper pumpkin kit. I want one of the smaller stems for this piece. So here we go. And I have a bit of the leaf already out, I believe. But I had all my pieces right here. Here it is. So I have a little bit of that as well. And so we are going to go ahead and attach this. So I don't want this entire piece, so I'm going to trim off just a little bit of this and just make that a little bit shorter so that we can have that coming across there. And we're not going to need this whole piece, so I think I can shorten it right here without it looking like too much of a not for real cut. So that will go across right there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put these there with a dot. So then I can wrap some linen thread around them, and then we will really probably pretty much start to put this together. So I think I'm going to put it right there. And then this will come up just like that. We're going to need our glue dots again, but I want to go ahead and wrap some linen thread around here. Let's see, I think that's probably more than plenty, but if I push the thread through my fingernail and my thumb, then I can make it a little easier to deal with. So I'm just going to wrap this around here a bit to the point that it looks like a little bouquet and a bow tying it off. I did this in my Sunday Live on Sunday earlier today, and it really came out cute. So I just decided I wanted to do that again. All right. So there we have it, our little bow on here. Just like that. Let's get the twine out of the way. Now let's get our little sentiment label here, and let's put a little message on here. I think it's perfect to use the just a little something for you on this piece. And so I'm just going to try not to get too much in the screen of things here. And there we have that beautiful stamped image on our label for right there. I'm going to get this little piece out of the way, and then we can start to put our pieces together. So in addition to the pieces that I mentioned, I have one other piece here that this is 2 1/4 by 2 3/4, and then I've scored it at 1/2 inch here. And so we're going to open this up, and we want the short flap end to be in the bottom of the front. So I am going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue, and I'm going to put some glue right on the edge of this, and I'm going to put this at the back fold line right inside here. I mean, ideally, you would like this to be kind of centered. I did not do a great job of that. I don't think I fixed it now. And then I'm just going to fold this down one more time. Give it a nice burnish edge there. And so what this is going to allow us to do is have our treat elements put in to the holder and not have them like bunching up together. And also they can be held out and, you know, stuck down without falling out of the box. So I'm going to take your pick tool. And so I'm just going to get a glue dot right here. And I'm going to put a couple on the back of this tea bag, and so that we can adhere this down to the inside of the back. So I'm just making sure that it's inside the the edges of the cardstock, and that I can fold this easily before I put it down. Okay. And oh shoot, sorry. I am folding this right here, just to have that fit smoothly inside of here. There we go. I have that. All right, then I have the peppermint, and again, folding the top here, so I don't forget what I'm doing. And this edge is going to be right at the fold line of this little extra sheet we put in here. Okay, so that this is going to go right there. And we're just going to put a couple of glue dots on again to the back of here, just to hold it in so that it doesn't fall out. Shouldn't be a problem for anybody that is going to use the tea bags. Okay, so I want to make sure that this again is inside the parameters of the treat pack. Okay, so I'm just folding this down, getting it set up, and then I'm folding this down onto there. And so now they can literally open it up. Okay, and so it is just like this. All right, and then this one is going to go right at the bottom of the front flap. Okay, and so I'm just folding this down, and depending upon what you decide to put in your tree pouch, you may have to adjust things accordingly. And I am using 3 glue dots here. So I have 2 on the back of the wrapper, and then I want to fold this up, and I just really don't want to have to deal with it flipping out. And so here we go. This is just going right inside here on this flap, and I'm just pressing a little bit on it so that I have my cookie in the front, okay, and my tea bags on the inside, and then it closes up like this. So I'm going to see if I can get this to not be fuzzy, because it looks like it was getting quite blurry with all the flipping around. So as you can see, when you open it up, you have the cookie that is attached to the little flap that we glued in. Okay. And then the other tea bag is on the flap as well on the other side. And then the third element is this other tea bag also on the inside, so that when you close it up, it's a nice little pouch like this. Okay. And it's all contained inside of here, just like that. So very simple little container. Like I said, super simple, I would say. And so now, how are we going to keep it closed, right? So we are going to wrap this around. So I actually will use 1 glue dot just to tack this down on the front flap. Okay, so I'm just like closing this up nicely, and I'm just sticking a glue dot in here and just pressing it down just to tack it down. Okay, just like that. So there's our little treat pouch. Okay, and then I have my DSP piece that I've already taken some off of this to make the little flap. Okay, and this piece is 2¼ by 12 inches. Okay, and it's going to go around the opening, the side with the openings. Okay, and I don't need this whole piece. So let's see how much. I think If I remember correctly, I think I need this to be like 8 inches. Let's see if I can measure this right here with my handy dandy ruler. So let's see here. Yeah, 8 inches would be perfect. So let me get my trimmer out. All right, so we just need 8 inches on here. So I'm just going to get this out, and we're going to trim off the remaining piece. Okay, so not a lot of waste in what we cut for our piece. So all right, now I am going to, let me get that, it's shiny. So I want the opening, to be in the front. Okay. And so here we go. I am going to just close this up like this. And I'm going to put a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue on here. And I'm just going to tack it down. And I'm going to hold it for a little bit, just like that. Okay. And I have sort of squeezed this a little bit, so you can see there, I had accidentally scored wrong, and so it just made that paper really easy to bend. But that's, part of the fun of a treat box. It's going to get torn open, right? So I would just glue this down really good like that. All right. And so basically we are going to put, we'll leave that in the back. Okay. So we're going to now figure out our little sentiment piece. Okay. And I think we're just going to go like this even. Put this little off to the side. So just a little bit of glue here. So we're just going to have that coming off the side of the circle. And then this is going to come up across there. And we just need a couple of glue dots for that. And I think we can just put one right on here. And one right up here. So I think both of those will help to tack that down. Yes. Okay. And so this is going to go onto our little treat pouch just like that. All right. And we're just going to put a few dimensionals on here. So I'm just going to put 3 dimensionals in the center of the circle like that. And then we have the cutest, I think, little treat pouch for you to give away to somebody. Okay. And you could put any kind of tea in there. You could probably put a Ghirardelli chocolate inside, something like this. And it's just really super simple. And so I'm sorry I'm not here with you this week, but I hope you enjoy the little project that I created and am giving away to all of my little new friends at retreat. And so thank you so much for being here. And don't forget, Paper Pumpkin. I think by the time I see you, the subscription for February will be over. So we'll be now in the March subscription period. So don't forget to make sure you're registered because that's the anniversary year. And there are 2 stamp sets coming in that kit. So you don't want to miss out. So have a great week, and I will see you next week on 218. Bye-bye.